Good morning and welcome to our talk by School of Biological Sciences on the double major programs, which also gives you the option to do NTU Duke NUS Medicine pathway. I'm Dr. Si, the Assistant Chair of Undergraduate Education at our School of Biological Sciences. Now earlier, you have already heard Associate Professor Kimberly Klein and Dr. Wilson Goh talk about our regular Biological Sciences program, the accelerated programs, as well as the second majors that are associated with our Biological Sciences program. They talked about the double degree program of Biomedical Sciences and Chinese Medicine, but now I'm going to focus on our double major programs, one of which is Biological Sciences with Psychology, the other is Biomedical Sciences with Biobusiness. Now you may be wondering, what is similar or different about these double major programs from our other programs? Well, firstly, the two majors have equal weightage and they cover two different disciplines. This is unlike our regular program, which has the Biological Sciences with second major. So Biological Sciences will be the main major, second major will be slightly lesser in weightage. But here you have both majors having equal weightage. We also make it a point that one of the discipline is obviously related to Biological Sciences, but the other will be a non-science discipline. For example, Psychology, which is from the Humanities discipline, and Biobusiness, which is from the Business discipline. Now, other than that, these two programs are also Bachelor of Science with honors degrees, just like the other programs that we have. Like the other programs, you are required to do internship in your third year and final year project in the fourth year. But unlike other programs, you actually have to do the final year project. It is not an option. Unlike other programs, these two programs are under what we call the holistic admission programs. That means we don't just look at your academic achievements, but your aptitude, relevant experiences, and your passion. We obviously need to consider your academic achievements because, as I told you, the two majors are of equal weightage. So we have to make sure that you are able to cope with the workload. So you can expect the cutoff, official cutoff, to be fairly high, and it is, after all, very competitive. But just because you have good academic record does not mean that you are suited for the program. So you will need to go through interviews, right? That's where we will assess whether you are the right match to the program. Now, conversely, if you are unable to meet the academic requirement in terms of the cutoff, you still have a chance. We will look somewhere, a band below the cutoff, and then call you in for interviews. And that is where, if you have the right aptitude, you can be shown off in the interview. Now, because we expect to have many applicants, the interviews tend to be held in two stages. There may be a first video recorded interview where you answer preset questions and send in the videos. And if you are shortlisted through that first selection, you'll be called in for interview in person. Now, these two double major programs, unlike other programs, gives you the option to take on the NTU Duke NUS Medicine pathway. When I say option to do this NTU Duke NUS Medicine pathway, what does option mean? It means that if you are not interested in this pathway, you don't have to apply. Just focus on our double major program. However, if you do apply, it would mean that you are aspiring to be a clinician plus, meaning someone who is not just interested in becoming a medical doctor, but has an additional capability, be it in business, entrepreneurship, psychology, or engineering, if you are considering other pathways. Once you apply to NTU, you will find that under our double major program, there is a field for you to indicate your interest to apply to this pathway. If you do that, 2 selection processes will go concurrently. The first will be NTU assessing you for the double major program. The second will be Duke NUS Medicine School assessing your aptitude towards their medicine pathway. You will only be offered the conditional admission to Duke NUS after NTU has offered you for the double major program. So the sequence will be you are successful for the double major program application, then you will get offer from Duke NUS for this pathway if you are successful through their selection. Now let's talk about each of these double major programs. What are they specifically? The first, biological sciences and psychology. Now this combination allows you to look into brain and brain and brain. This is one of the really unknown area. Okay, there's so much more that we do not know about how brain operates, and yet this is so important for our society as it ages and as it gets more and more high stress. There will be cognitive problems to solve, there will be neurological disorders, and all these require greater understanding of the brain. Now through this program, you can approach the study of the brain through 2 tracks. One, neurobiology, and then the other, psychology. Now, neurobiology you're looking at from the biological point of view, whereas psychology, you're looking at the manifestation of our brain function. That means through our behavior, through our thinking patterns, through our learning styles, right? So combined with this, you will be able to approach the study of brain more comfortably. Now, because it deals with another discipline, we need to partner with institutes or schools that has the expertise. In this case, we partner with our NTU School of Humanities, which hosts the Division of Psychology. Now, if you take on this double major, it would mean that you can go into, for example, research that is really dealing with neurological disorder or anything that is dealing with the brain. At the same time, you can benefit from the training in psychology. Essentially, that means that you can take on any career prospect that is mentioned in our regular biological science program. But added on top of that, because you have a psychology training, you will be better able to handle people. Now, the other double major program is much newer, Biomedical Sciences and Biobusiness. Now, you may be wondering, what is biobusiness? It is not quite the regular business, although the general business principles apply. In considering biobusiness products, we have to look at special regulations, and that changes the market approach. Again, because it's a discipline that we are not expert in, we have to find a partner. In this, we found Copenhagen Business School in Denmark, which is one of the rare business schools in the world that actually specifically look at biobusiness. Because of this, you will need to spend year 4, semester 1 in Copenhagen Business School. It is not an exchange option. It is built into the curriculum structure, so you have to go if you are in this double major program. So I have shared with you what these programs can offer, and we would like you, of course, to make very informed decisions. Before you apply, let me give you a few words of caution. Please make sure that when you apply, you are not just interested in one of the majors. For example, biological sciences and psychology. If you're just interested in psychology, please don't consider this program. Likewise, biomedical sciences and biobusiness. If you're not interested in biobusiness, please don't choose this program, because half the time you will be miserable. Remember, the weightage of the 2 majors are equal. Also, please make sure that you're not applying to this double major program just so that you can get into the Duke NUS medicine pathway. Before you can even reach the stage of the Duke NUS, you have to spend 4 years in this double major program. If you don't like it, you're going to be miserable. All right, so while we want you to have as much opportunities as possible, as much choices as possible, please make wise choices. With that, I thank you for your attention, and now we can open this up for questions.